realizing it's been a busy week for movies. A lot of movies are coming out to end off the month of July. So here, let's wrap it up. Let's end strong. What's going on, my YouTuber subscribers? Hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend, because we got another movie ending off the month of July, and that is Dreamworks' The Bad Guys 2. Sequel to 2022's The Bad Guys. I just watched it this morning, and now I just watched the sequel now. So yeah. Is the movie good? The movie, I'm gonna say, it's cool, it's fine. Like I said, pretty much what you remember from the first Bad Guy movie, but just more of that. Just, you know, a sequel. I will say, as far as sequels go, I feel like this does what sequels, like, it plays to the strength of sequels. It pretty much builds on the foundation of what worked in the first movie and just expands it in a good way, and I like that. Get introduced to a bunch of new characters. It's still as wacky and zany as you remember, and I think the kids will have a great time with it. The transition past kids movie into being a family movie, that's kind of hard. I will say, like, as an adult watching this, I was just like, I've sat through worse. I did. But the sequel was pretty fine, I will say. As a matter of fact, there was elements in it that I did like that I thought were better than the first movie. So again, if you like the first Bad Guys, then this will just be more what you like. Let's get the good and bad on why The Bad Guys 2 officially in theaters today, actually. So, you know, your kids want to go see it, you can sit through it with them, and I think you'll enjoy it. Here's why. First of all, acting in the movie. All the characters you remember from the first movie are back. The big bad wolf, the shark, the piranha, Mr. Angela, snake, couple of new characters. They're all back, and they're just as crazy as you remember them. Still fun, zany stuff like that. Like I said, Sam Rockwell is the voice of the big bad wolf. And, you know, like I say, he still crushes it. I still hear Justin Hammer in that voice, but hey, he crushes it, so yeah, that was good. The new character we get introduced to, I like them too, but you don't get, like, they're just, okay, I'll put it like this. Based off the trailers, I was thinking, like, okay, it's the bad girls now, so it's gonna be that woke bullshit everyone hates. But no, it pretty much is, like, these new characters, they do serve an overall, like, purpose in the movie, besides just being female burglars, female counterparts to the bad guy. We'll say even much the main person, the main bad girl in the movie, I thought that, like, her backstory, even though it was very surface level, cookie cutter, I did like her character design. I liked her, like, kind of like, yeah, I'm just doing this because I like the speech she gives Big Bad Wolf. And the speech kind of, like, it kind of hurts the sequel a little bit in like a small way. I'll get to it in the bad. Overall, the acting in the movie and the voice actor was still fine. It was great. You'll love the characters. The kids will love them. So you got, okay, plot in the movie. More or less, the movie just opens up and shows that the bad guys are, you know, they're good guys now, but it's not easy being good until the bad girls come in. They're like, hey, we're going to pull this heist together. We need you to help us. So now let the adventure ensue. That's the short version of it. Just know that the bad guys are, you know, the good guys now, but society is like, we don't care, fuck you. So they get an opportunity to work with this new group of criminals to pull out the ultimate heist. But then it's like, do we want to do that? Do we not want to do that? And then, you know, the movie happens, and then there you go. Okay, good in the movie. How about the animation? The animation is still like that crazy fast pace from the first movie. I think that's what DreamWorks movies do. This movie literally goes 1,000 miles an hour. It just never stops. And I feel like the kids that have short attention spans, that's gonna be right up their alley. I was really watching the movie. It's like everything that was happening was like, it's just like literally 999 miles an hour with this animation. And like I said, it held my attention. Not once where I was just like, oh, checking the watch. Can you hurry up? I also like the heist elements in the movie too, when they were pulling out jobs, stuff like that. I felt like they were way more bombastic in this movie than the first movie, because if you didn't know from the trailers, they do end up going to space. So, you know, space had to be bigger, louder, more badder. So, of course, sequel. Any bad say about the movie, the fact that I said that there's support in the movie where it kind of feels like, yeah, we're kind of rehashing something from the first movie. It's like this. It's one of those situations where a character learned a lesson in the first movie, and now in the sequel, it's like they're learning that lesson all over again. And so it's kind of like, didn't you learn that in the first movie, so why you gotta do it again? But I will say the biggest strength in this movie, the fact that it is a kids movie, but it's a kids movie that doesn't insult kids. It's a kids movie that they'll have a great time watching, and they'll be like, yeah, this is like, I can get into it. And I feel like adults will be like, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's better than sitting through Smurfs. At the end of the day, I feel like The Bad Guy 2 was a pretty serviceable sequel. Had a great time with it, you know. Like I said, it's more of what you like from the first movie. The character's still great. The adventure is still amazing. The lessons are there, you know. The animation is going 10,000 miles an hour, and the kids will just love it for the ADHD kids. It builds upon the foundation of the first movie, and I feel like when it's all wrapped up, I was like, there's either going to be a Bad Guys 3 or a Bad Guys animated series. One of the two. So we're going to see it, stream it, or skip it. I'll say that The Bad Guys 2 is pretty decent in that movie. You can take the kids to go see it in the theaters. We'll have a good time. The Bad Guys 2 official in theaters today. You will see it, you're not going to see it. Let me know your thoughts on it. And I'll see you guys for the next video next week. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. As always, subscribe. Until next time.